Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn Clairvoyant and I want to welcome you to my channel. Hello everyone, and I'm welcoming you to your September Tarotscopes. But before I start, I wanted to go through a few things that have been changing. Of course, if you've been checking into my website, you may have noticed it's had a bit of a facelift, which is quite beautiful. However, if you've got your old links in there, you may need to update them so that you're able to get my current links, because that was also changed. I do have a few special announcements, so if you've been following my travels and trying to book in with me, you may be seeing that my events calendar has been quite full. I'm down in Ballarat or around the Melbourne area at the moment. I'm going to be here for approximately about another month. Then I head over to around about Geelong. So this is your chance to connect with me if you want to have a face-to-face reading. Of course, I'm going to be back in Bathurst, New South Wales around about the 7th of November for private face-to-face readings, and also in Mudgee around about the 30th of November and the 1st of December. And you can check out all of this via my carolynclairvoyant.com website, or if you're on Facebook, of course, look me up under Carolyn Clairvoyant. I've made a bit of a change this month. I've decided to give you a little bit of a glimpse into how I work with the tarot. You may be finding that it's quite different, and others may be finding it's quite a stimulus. It's really fantastic for those that are learning tarot as well. You can understand the interpretations through somebody else's feelings or assumptions or training as well. So don't forget, if you also would like to learn tarot, you should check out my website. I also do teach, and I've released my own book and deck, which you will see me using my deck throughout this reading as well. Well, I thank you everybody. I hope you've really enjoyed connecting with me, and I look forward to many months ahead, if not many more years ahead, for us to all join together. So right now, just enjoy your monthly Tarotscopes. Hello Aries, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of September 2019. Okay, look, we're just going to take a quick look at what's coming up in and around you, and we will be covering the 5 aspects of your life. Of course, we'll be talking about the home and the family, your career goals and aspirations, your health and well-being, and of course your finances and your home or your personal life. So the first thing that you do have around you in connection with your home and family, there are a lot of changes taking place. Now, this may have been in the works for the past 10 weeks, but you're going to be finding over this coming 10 weeks, it's all about you being able to move outside of what your normal routines are. You may find that this is actually quite good for you, especially if you've been looking for a spring clean or something very similar to that. Therefore, this is a chance for you to really tidy things up. Now, some people may be considering a shift of home, a sale of a home. You may be getting things ready for a renovate. The kids might be flying the coop, all of these wonderful things. And you may be even planning a few holidays or a bit of a breakaway. Whatever it may be, this is your chance to really be able to get in and see some very good results. Of course, with your career goals and aspirations, you are going to be finding that there are opportunities around. This is what this is, 3 of Wands. It does indicate here that you may be finding yourself really looking at ways in which to communicate or validate any of the changes you want to make. This is also an overseas and a travel card, so you could be going outside your normal boundaries to secure what you want. You may be finding yourself looking at ways in which you can become more self-sufficient or decide upon what it is that you need to do now. For some, this could be retirement. For others, it could be that you're finally looking at being more independent and freelancing or opening your own business. And for the rest that have been applying for work, you may be finding that there is some great opportunities for you to really secure new employment and to open up these wonderful new directions. Now, if you're studying, this is even better, because you've got opportunities around you to really advance your skills and to bring things together. Of course, with your finances, we've got the Death in reverse sitting here, and this tells you that you may be finding you're going through quite a few changes. Now, these are needed changes. Perhaps you've had some habitual ways of spending. Maybe you've been somebody that's been kind of over worried. You may be worried about, your future. What am I going to do for an income once I get older? All of these things. So you're going through this needing to make a change. And sometimes this is not going to be easy because you're pretty set in your ways about how you think things should be run. And the past problems with money is that there could have been arguments or frustrations or attracted what you didn't need. You may have had issues where you've had to deal with the government or deal with taxation, or you've been feeling ripped off, all of these things. And you've got to look at ways that you can transform this around now to make some more positive changes. It's time to change the way that you think about situations. Your health and well-being is the Lover's card in reverse. This tells you small little interferences. Now, sometimes we can have this wonderful idea of what we think our health and betterment should be, and we can go on these crazy diets and we can do these crazy things where we tend to imagine in our head what we are going to look like or what would be the favorable outcome. The problem is this is cutting through this because it tells you it's not going to turn out the way you expect. So this is where you need to get the right advice, or you need to really reassess consciously what it is that you're trying to achieve, because you may find that you're a little bit kind of set back with the results not turning out exactly what you like. Now, of course, your relationship areas have got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Now, the Knight of Swords in reverse is when you tend to consider everybody else's opinions on situations, but you've lost your own. And therefore, you could be questioning your own identity. You've always been known as a Mr. or a Mrs. Maybe you've always been known as a mum or a dad, or you've always been known as the person that you are, but you've always perceived that that's the way people expected you to be. Well, this is telling you that you're actually coming into your own. But at the same token, this is also about you trusting that not everybody is going to see it the same way as you are. So a little bit of patience or a little bit of tolerance may be needed. Now, Spirit kind of spit out two cards for you. So this is where we go here. This is an interstate or overseas travel card. This tells you that you're going to be finding this is a very, very big month for you. A lot of the plans and goals you are making have a lot to do between now and January, February and March next year. You may be finding this as a whole new direction opening up in your life. If travel is important to you around your career goals, then you've definitely got it made. If you're selling up and you're taking a trip, or if you're deciding that you want to make a few changes, this is really going to support yourself. So Spirit's giving you this indication at the moment that everything's coming up new for you, and that's going to be a very strong positive. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed your Tarotscopes for the time of September 2018, and thank you so much for joining me.